Good morning children. Today we will come to know about extensive and intensive property. What are extensive properties? Extensive properties are properties whose values depend on the quantity or size of matter. Are properties whose value depend on quantity and size of matter. What are the examples? The examples are mass. Mass size पे depend करता है, quantity and size पे. So mass, example is mass. Then volume. Then internal energy. Then enthalpy, then heat capacity, etc. These are extensive properties whose value depend upon the quantity or size of matter. What are intensive properties? Just opposite to it. Intensive properties whose properties do not depend on the properties which do not depend on the quantity or size of matter. So intensive property does not depend on quantity or size of matter. Quantity or size of matter. Okay. What are the examples? The examples are temperature, density, pressure, temperature, density, pressure, etc. Okay, ये quantity and size of matter पे नहीं depend करता है. So, like if you talk about a molar property xm is the value of an extensive property. X of the system for 1 mole of the substance, and if n is the amount of matter, then xm is equal to x upon n. It is independent of amount of matter. Another example, if I tell you, like if I am talking about a box. Okay? This is the box. So what will happen, children? In this box, if you will see, in this box, if you will divide the box into two parts. So can you see volume is halved? If the whole volume is V, so this is V upon 2, this is also V upon 2. Therefore, volume depends on the quantity or size of matter because it is halved now. But what about temperature, children? The temperature will be same. If it is T here, it is T here. You see? So, temperature does not depend on the quantity or size of matter. Like in a room you are studying right now, watching this video. In that room, if you will make two portions, ठीक है, तुम्हारे बेडरूम में तुम 2 पोर्शन बना दो, तो you will see the size will be changed, the volume of the room will be changed. Volume means क्या होता है? L into B into H. तो half हो गया, now it is halved. But what about temperature? If it is 28 degrees C, so room के दोनों part में it is 28 degrees C. That means temperature is an intensive property which does not depend upon the size of matter, whereas volume is an extensive property which depend upon the quantity and size of matter. Now we will understand specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity. Okay. What is specific heat capacity, children? Specific heat capacity means the amount of heat which is required to raise the temperature by 1 degree C. Temperature of whose? Temperature of 1 unit mass. So should I write here definition? The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass by 1 degree C. Okay, so this is specific heat capacity. Now, in gases, the isothermal condition is there. What is, हमने क्या पढ़ा? Isothermal means temperature is constant. So here, let me write here. In gases, isothermal condition. Isothermal. So isothermal means what, beta? Delta T will be 0. Same temperature hai, so delta T is equal to 0. Why? Because T is constant. T is constant. Okay. Then second condition is adiabatic. अभी बताया था आपको adiabatic means क्या होता है? Everybody knows? Yes. Q is 0. That means there is no exchange of heat between system and surrounding. So Q is equal to 0. So heat exchange is 0 in adiabatic condition. You understood? There is no change of heat, exchange of heat between system and surrounding. So C isothermal is equal to, now C क्या है? What is C? C is specific heat capacity. Capital C is specific heat capacity, and C is directly proportional to the amount of substance. So we can write here C is equal to Q by M delta T, where Q is the amount of heat, right? M is equal to unit mass, and delta T तो change in temperature है. Therefore, it is said that amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass by 1 degree C is known as specific heat capacity. Okay? At constant volume, there are two conditions, beta. At constant volume, ठीक है? तो C will be denoted as CV. So CV is equal to Q upon M delta T. ठीक है? CV यानी at constant volume. Then comes here 1 gram of gas by 1 degree C. Q is equal to CV and by Q because mass कितना है बेटा 1 gram और टेम्परेचर कितने से चेंज हो रहा है 1 degree C से. So 1 into 1 is 1. Therefore CV is equal to Q. Understood? Why should I write here? M is equal to 1 gram, comma T is equal to 1 degree C. Right? Similarly, second condition will be at constant pressure. At constant pressure, what will happen, beta? CV, it will be denoted by CV. So CV is equal to Q upon, फिर से लिखो Q upon M delta T. Similarly, Cp will also be equal to Q because mass is 1 gram again. 1 gram and temperature raised is by 1 degree C. So Q 1 into 1 is 1. So Cp is equal to Q. Now we will talk about molar heat capacity. वही heat capacity, specific heat capacity के बाद 1 mole के लिए करो, then it is molar heat capacity. So molar heat capacity. Okay. So what is there? Amount of heat, again same definition beta, सिर्फ 1 mole आ जाएगा here. So amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas. Only mole word will be mentioned here. 1 mole of gas by 1 degree C. वहाँ 1 gram था, here 1 mole we will take. By 1 degree C is known as molar heat capacity, is known as molar specific heat capacity. Molar Here also should I write molar specific heat capacity? Clear? So molar heat at constant volume, again ले लो, at constant volume CV होता है, so CV is equal to Q upon N delta T. This time N will come, you know N is equal to number of moles. Okay, so this is small CV बेटा, this is small CV and वो जो पहले लिया था हमने that is capital CV. Okay, similarly for O2 gas CV is equal to X. Suppose करो for O2 gas CV is equal to X, right? So CV is equal to, for 1 mole of O2, 1 mole of O2, amount of heat required to raise the temperature by 1 degree C, 1 mole के लिए 1 degree C. So 1 gram के लिए X है, therefore for 32 gram how much? So 32X. You understood this? Why? Because molar mass of O2 is 32, 16 to the 32. M is the molar mass, right? So again, another important relation we will read, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Cp minus Cv is equal to R. This we will understand tomorrow. Okay? Thank you.